What is up, people of YouTube? I'm your host, Vernon. This is Grant's Old Mill. Let's fish that. Alright, ladies and gents, welcome to Grant's Old Mill, also known as Sturgeon Creek Park. We are today going to be fishing in the Sturgeon Creek. We are right next to a hospital, near the airport, close to Assiniboine Park, so this truly is urban fishing. Now this particular creek, it runs all the way down to the Assiniboine River. Please just note where the Sturgeon Creek and the Assiniboine meet. It's private property, you're not allowed to go fishing around there. But the entire stretch of the Sturgeon Creek in this park, you are allowed to fish. Now when it comes to the fish in these waters, when looking online, you see some people catching some northern pike, some drum, some channel catfish, and some rock bass. But most of these catches tend to be in the summer months, and I think a lot of it is some of the fish moving up from the Assiniboine into the creek, but having some open water around. I'm excited to get out there, try some fishing. So I'm not expecting big fish out there. So I'm going to be using some light gear out there today. I'm going to use my little speed stick combo. I'm going to be using some micro finesse jigs, small little jigs to move around, see maybe if we can get some of these rock bass, or maybe some walleye or something to commit to little lures like this. I'm going to be moving around slowly. Other than that, I also do have some night crawlers. I'm going to throw around some lures. If nothing happens on that, I might switch over to the night crawlers. Now, I was hoping to fish close to the little waterfall there, rushing water, thinking that's where fish will maybe sit and wait for something to wash down, or some oxygenated water. But that little structure we have across the way there, that is a fish ladder. That's where the fish go up and down, depending on whether they need to go upstream to go spawn. And we are not allowed to fish near that. You have to be 23 meters away from the fish ladder. So we have to stay away from that little thing, but there is a lot of open water, so maybe moving around, seeing if we can find any fish. I want to make my first cast, feel what the bottom of this little creek feels like. Hopefully we don't lose our little lure on the first cast. You can feel we have quite a lot of rocks down there. That's why I want to use the micro finesse. I think if you go for anything bigger than that, you're going to have a heavy weight. It's going to get snagged on the rocks. Right, so I've been throwing around all sorts of lures, trying to find any active fish, not getting anything to follow or hit my little lures. Maybe the water is still too cold, maybe there's not fish around here, maybe the fish are in preferred spots that we're not allowed to fish, that I don't know. But I want to change things up a bit. I'm gonna swap over to a little jighead night crawler, just get some actual baits in the water. Maybe if it's some fish that doesn't want to chase anything, they might go for this. I'm going to throw that out there, see if we get anything on that. So I can imagine this park should be pretty beautiful in summer when it's green. Still pretty at the moment, but when it's all green and lush, I think it might be rather beautiful. But alright, why choose a spot like this? Well, normally when fishermen go out, if you find a spot that has fish, it's very hard to get away from that particular spot. Sometimes people only go to one particular spot if that's somewhere that they've caught fish before, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Especially if it's a spot that you know you will get fish. Why go anywhere else when you're guaranteed you'll get some fish? But for me personally, I like to explore different spots, find different fish, different places you can fish. If the particular spot you always go to, suddenly you cannot go there anymore, then if you have no knowledge of how to fish another spot, you might struggle. But if I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys, as a fisherman, I would go to the same spot and catch fish. I love catching fish. But as a YouTuber, I hate posting the same video over and over again. I want some variety. Now that means that maybe sometimes I reach these spots when they are not ideal to be fishing, and I might do a bad showcase of a particular spot. But to be honest, the idea is to show you the spots, get people out there, see if they can get on fish. Now why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because there's a very big probability that today will be another skunk-filled video. And the thing to remember is that we need to go out there, enjoy the places, try and find those little honey holes, find the good fishing spots. Now that being said, I'm going to make a few casts around here, see if we get anything on the G8 night crawler. But I'm thinking maybe we need to do some spot hopping, move around, see if we can find any other places to fish. Alright, so I was just about packed up and ready to go when I thought to myself, you know what, this is the YouTuber mentality. Let's move around, find where the fish are. The fisherman in me, however, says, this is a good spot, there should be fish around. So for that reason, I'm not going to move around yet. I have a little drop shot rig, some night crawlers, can get that out there. I'm going to leave it in the water, soak for a while, wait to see if we get any fish in this area.
One eternity later.
Alright, so a couple of hours in, and so far no fish. Now I have seen one 7 to 8 inch little northern pike swimming around here. Also been throwing some inline spinners, seeing if I can get him to commit to that, but nothing thus far. Now when looking at the rest of the river, it looks like some of the ice that I could see, a thin layer of ice, looks to have melted. Looking to the top lakes, still seeing some ice over there, but downriver looks a bit clear. So I'm thinking maybe packing up, taking a small little lure, walking around, see if we find any interesting spots. Seeing as how the fishing isn't going that good, let's at least explore the park. Alright, ladies and gents, couple of hours of fishing and it looks like we're gonna get skunked today. Now maybe if I chose this particular spot a bit later, when we get closer to summer, it might be that the fish are a lot more active then. And having seen that one little pike, I'm quite excited about the fishing that this little creek has to offer. Now by no means am I saying that this is the best fishing Canada has to offer, but it is something different, some fun to have out there. Now this is something that I would like to try again, perhaps in summer. So if that's something you would like to see, please go down in the comments and tell me. And please feel free to ask any questions down below in the comments. Do give me a little thumbs up for trying this. And just had a little break there because we had some sirens go past. That's the thing with fishing in an urban setting. But I hope you enjoyed traveling this park here with me. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. Alright, well, that's going to bring an end to this video. I want to thank you for watching. Like always, see you next time.